Do you know that in a city like Mumbai, there was a murder case that created a sensation not only in the television industry but throughout Bollywood? The motive behind the murder remains a question even today. Hearing this story might leave you shocked. Today's story is about a rising star whose dreams were big, but her life was cut short. We're talking about the Kritika Chaudhary case. The story begins in the city of dreams, Mumbai. On June 12, 2017, around 10 am, a man called the police to report a foul smell emanating from room No. 503 on the 5th floor of Bharavnath SRA Society near 4 Bungalows, Andheri West, Mumbai. The smell seemed like that of a decomposing body. The area came under the jurisdiction of Amboli Police Station. Upon receiving the information, an inspector and his team rushed to the building. The situation seemed serious, and a crowd began to gather near apartment 503, curious about what was happening. When the police arrived, they found the main door of the flat locked. It was discovered that the flat belonged to actress Kritika Chaudhary, who had been staying there for 2 to 3 years. When asked, neighbors said they didn't know when she was last seen, as she often stayed out for work. With no leads from the neighbors or building staff, and no spare key available, the police were left with no option but to break the lock. However, this required permission, which they obtained from senior officers. Upon opening the door, a strong stench hit the police team. Inside, they found the air conditioner running at 19 degrees Celsius, the lights and fans on, and the decomposing body of a woman. It was identified as actress Kritika Chaudhary. The police immediately informed senior officers, and soon the DCP, AP station in charge, and a forensic team arrived at the scene. The body appeared to be 3 to 4 days old, with a deep wound on the head and dried blood on the floor nearby. A mobile phone, presumed to be Kritika's, was recovered. The forensic team searched the house and found a powdery substance on the bed in her bedroom, possibly a narcotic. The substance was sent to the forensic lab in Santa Cruz for testing, and the body was sent for a post-mortem. Initially, the case was registered as an accidental death report adder, but further investigation revealed otherwise. The post-mortem report indicated that Kritika had died due to a severe head injury, and there were signs of struggle, suggesting a murder. Further searching of the flat led to the discovery of a blood-stained shirt and a metal knuckle duster, possibly used to hit Kritika. Following these findings, the police registered a murder case under IPIC Section 302 against an unknown person. They began questioning neighbors, building staff, and security guards to identify suspects or leads. CCTV footage from the building showed 2 suspicious individuals who were neither residents nor regular visitors. However, their faces were not clearly visible. Kritika's mobile phone revealed that she had celebrated her birthday on June 5th with a small party at her flat. The investigation focused on people present at the party and anyone she had been in contact with. Among the suspects was a security guard who had taken leave and was traced to Lucknow. However, the guard was found to have been in Lucknow before the estimated time of the murder and was eventually cleared of suspicion. Meanwhile, Kritika's family, who lived in Hardwar, were informed and arrived in Mumbai. Devastated by the news, they struggled to understand what had happened. Kritika, a girl from a middle-class family, had moved to Mumbai to pursue her dream of becoming an actress. Despite initial resistance from her parents, she had made her way to the city of dreams. As the investigation progressed, it became a high-profile case involving the crime branch. Kritika's phone records, personal life, and professional contacts were scrutinized. Her mother and brother were also questioned for any information about potential enemies or threats. Her past revealed her journey from participating in school plays to pursuing modeling and acting in Mumbai. The case highlighted the challenges and dangers faced by aspiring actors in the industry, raising questions about safety and exploitation in the world of showbiz. The agency started sending her profile. Sometimes she went herself, and sometimes she sent her profile. Gradually, she started getting small modeling jobs and began earning a little money. She also sent her profile to various places in Mumbai, and offers started coming from there as well. She requested her parents to let her go to Mumbai. Not because of her dreams, but seeing her dedication to her work, her parents allowed her to go. In 2009, Kritika came to Mumbai, the city of dreams. Slowly, she started getting many modeling opportunities, but her passion was acting. She was getting so many modeling offers that she couldn't go for film auditions. As a result, she turned down many modeling offers to make time for auditions. She started getting small roles in films as well, but the kind of work she had envisioned, the way she had dreamed, wasn't coming her way. She went here and there, but couldn't get work in any big films. She also had to manage her own expenses. In 2010, she came to Delhi for a film. During a party here, she met a businessman from Delhi, Raj Trivedi. They became friends, and then their friendship turned into love. Later, with the consent of their families, they got married. Even after marriage, Kritika didn't forget her dreams and kept working hard, going from one place to another for auditions, doing modeling as well. Since she lived in Delhi with her husband Raj, whenever she got work, she had to go to Mumbai, often staying away from home for several days. For a year after marriage, things continued like this. Kritika had managed to balance both Delhi and Mumbai. Raj Trivedi, however, wanted her to stay there and work with what was available, without going to Mumbai. Kritika fought with her parents for her dreams, so what was her husband? After a year of marriage, they got divorced. Due to family issues, Kritika's mind started getting disturbed, and as a result, she stopped getting acting work. The work she had been doing for so many years and with so much effort started to dry up before her dreams could come true. She began using drugs to cope with everything. While living in Delhi, she met a person named Vijay Dwivedi, who claimed to be the nephew of Congress leader Janardhan Dwivedi and had connections with several big Bollywood personalities. He said he could help her get work. After this, Vijay took Kritika from Delhi to Mumbai. In 2012, Kritika got a role in Ekta Kapoor's Balaji Production House's TV serial Pariche. Kritika thought this would be the start of her career. Eventually, Kritika and Vijay got married and began living in an apartment in Lakundwala, Mumbai. However, by 2012, Kritika separated from Vijay and later got a divorce. Around this time, a film starring actress Kangana Ranaut, Rajanjo, was being shot. Kritika got a supporting role in this film. It was her first major project. Although the film didn't do well at the box office, Kritika's acting was highly appreciated. Thanks to this film, many directors and producers started to know her. After this, Kritika's acting career gradually started to get back on track. She started working in the South Indian film industry along with films, and soon she got a job in a crime show called Savdhan India. Then, on June 12, 2017, the media reported that Kritika had been murdered. The mother and brother informed the police about this, and after hearing Kritika's story, the police became suspicious of two people. They first spoke to Kritika's ex-husband Raj Trivedi in Delhi. He was an ordinary man with no criminal record. After their divorce in 2011, he might have had some contact with Kritika, but the police let him go after recording his statement. Next, the police started questioning her second husband, Vijay Dwivedi. Before questioning him, they found out that he was in prison since 2012. His crime was deceiving people and stealing money. Since his surname was Dwivedi, he used this to meet high-profile people and claimed to be the nephew of the well-known Congress leader Janardhan Dwivedi. People trusted him easily, as he was skilled at convincing anyone. They believed that if he was with them, they would have political power too. Vijay tricked people into giving him money, promising to help them get big loans or to forgive debts. By the time people realized they were being scammed, he would escape. He had defrauded Bollywood celebrities like Govinda, Shweta Tiwari, and Ekta Kapoor. He had also taken money from a famous Congress leader, Amrish Patel, by claiming to be Janardhan Dwivedi's nephew. When Amrish realized he was scammed, he went to the then Chief Minister, Prithviraj Chavan, to complain. He didn't say that Vijay was a fraud. He mentioned that Janardhan Dwivedi's nephew had tricked him. Upon hearing this, Janardhan Dwivedi became worried and said that he had no nephew named Vijay and that the scammer was tarnishing the name of his family. Immediately, the Chief Minister ordered the police commissioner to take action. After their investigation, the crime branch arrested Vijay. Vijay had tried to scam another Congress leader, Suresh Kalmadi, but was arrested before he could. A few years later, he was released, and in 2016, he was arrested again for a fraud worth 55 lakhs related to a film. He again claimed to be Janardhan Dwivedi's nephew. After gathering all the information, the crime branch team visited Vijay in jail. There, Vijay shared his entire story. In 2011, he saw Kritika at a shopping mall in Delhi and was attracted to her. He started following her and soon found out that she wanted to act in movies and had recently gone through a divorce. Vijay lied to her, claiming to be Janardhan Dwivede's nephew and that he had good connections in Bollywood. They became friends, and he eventually convinced her to marry him. They moved to Mumbai and got married, living together for about a year. In 2012, the police arrested Vijay in a fraud case, and that was when Kritika learned the truth about him. She also found out that he was previously married and had divorced his first wife before marrying her. Afterward, Kritika chose to live separately in Bharavnath. When Vijay was released from jail, he tried contacting her to live together again, but she refused. He then defrauded a film director of 55 lakhs and was imprisoned again. Meanwhile, the police were still unable to find the killer. After weeks of investigation and questioning hundreds of people, they found a crucial clue, a powder that was found on Kritika's bed. This substance, commonly used in Bollywood, led the police to re-examine the case from this angle. They learned that after her divorce, Kritika had been depressed and had turned to using narcotics. They traced the supply chain and found that the powder supplier was a man named Sunny, who had connections with Kritika. Sunny had given her an emergency number to contact if needed. After further investigation, the police learned that the emergency contact was a man named Shakil. They also found a shirt, t-shirt, and a metal punch at the crime scene. The police tracked Shakil and Basu Kam Das, two drug suppliers, to Nalasapara and Govandi. Shakil confessed to supplying the powder to Kritika after Sunny went to jail. Eventually, they also started dealing with the powder on credit. Shakil's debts piled up, and by 2017, when he was released from jail, he went to Kritika's house to collect his dues, but she was refusing to pay him back. On June 8, 2017, Shakil and Basu went to Kritika's house to collect the money. Kritika, who knew Shakil, welcomed him inside. After some time, Shakil began to demand his money forcefully, threatening not to leave until he was paid. Kritika refused, and in anger, Shakil attacked her with a metal punch. She fell to the ground, and they killed her. They stripped off their blood-stained clothes, left the punch behind, and turned on the air conditioning to prevent the body from decomposing quickly. They took Kritika's jewelry, cash, and locked the door from the outside before escaping. The two are currently facing trial for the murder of Kritika. The motive for the murder was to collect the money owed for the drugs.